Kia ora, I'm Kathy Barker from Software Solutions and welcome to my video on Microsoft Planner, the premium version. In this particular video, I just want to cover the topic of tracking progress and status reports. I think we can come to the conclusion from earlier videos that it's very easy to track your progress on tasks. If a task is complete in pretty much any one of these views, you will find that there's a circle that you can tick when a task is complete. So that's been the case here, but you can also see that circle when you're in the goals view. You can also see that circle when you're actually in the board view. And you can also, when you go to the timeline, you can see the circle in the timeline view. So really easy to say when a task is completed. When a task is not fully completed, it's very easy to put what percentage completed it is. You can do this by either going into the details and saying what percentage complete, any number between 0 and 100. You can do that in any of these views as well, is just saying what percentage complete by going into the details of the card or going into the actual details here, open details. Now, as a consequence, by you updating the progress of your task, you will now have access to charts. And charts will start to tell you what's completed, what's late, what's in progress, and what's not started for the entire project. So that's the status of the entire project. But if you need that same information presented by bucket, that's what this chart will give you. What's not started, what's in progress, what's late, and what's completed by each bucket. But if you need that same information but by person, this is when you'll go down to the effort per person. What's not started, what's in progress, what's late, and what's completed by people that are sharing this plan and who has got no task whatsoever. When it comes to seeing reports about the plan, you've got a reports view at the top here. This is an AI generated status report. And so you can give it a reporting period, last week or maybe last month or the last 2 weeks, retrospective. You can ask for an executive summary about the project, highlights and achievements, challenges and delays, work in progress, and upcoming action items. You simply tick and untick the sections you'd like to include in your report. Here you can show more options and you can provide additional instruction. You can also control the report length, concise, standard, or detailed. At this point, you would simply generate a report. And here is our report. An executive summary is provided, plus a project overview of completed and progress, overdue and not started, and some highlights and achievements. So have a look at the various reports, challenges and delays, work in progress in a tabular form, upcoming action items, and who it was generated by. At this point, you would either discard the report because it didn't meet your requirements, or you'd keep it. I'm going to choose keep it. The report then is in one of 4 states. At the moment, it's in a draft state, but you can change it to an editing state or a needs review state or a completed state. I might put it through an editing state. I can share it as a newsletter by clicking this link. So when you click the share as a newsletter button, what it does is it runs off and opens up a new tab. And what this new tab is that report is now being turned into a SharePoint dynamic page. And a SharePoint dynamic page looks really professional, it's nicely laid out, it's easy to digest what's going on, and you can easily share that information with the stakeholders. All they need is a URL, a link to come to this page and see the latest update on what's going on with the project. You can create as many newsletters as you wish. I could easily save this, just save and close, and I could then easily add this to a tab in Microsoft Teams. If I go to Teams, if I go to a channel and I go to add a tab, I can add apps. I could add a SharePoint page. I could just grab the link to that page, paste the link in, and save. And now the team is able to access a tab in Microsoft Teams and see that SharePoint page and get an update on the progress of that project. I'll leave Teams and dive back to SharePoint, and then I'll go back to my report. So a report is a draft when the report is first created and it's still being worked on. but a report is considered editing when revisions and updates are underway. And then a report is considered needing reviewing once it's finished editing and somebody needs to approve it. And a report is considered completed once it's been approved. Now this report is created in an application called Microsoft Loop, and I can see that with this little loop icon here. I can also click this option here and open this up in a browser. I can also copy this loop component. And if I copy this loop component and put it in an email and simply paste, I can then send this email to people, and people can now collaborate on this report, and they can all be editing and updating it, and it will automatically edit and update their report in Planner without actually having to ask them to go somewhere and make changes. They simply open up the email and start replying to this loop component. So now this is a loop component, which means that if people start typing in this email without having to go to any place in particular, though they can click this link and go to, then what happens is it automatically updates the report in Microsoft Planner. So Microsoft Loop is very good for sharing components or parts of a report, and people can easily update those parts or the entire report without actually having to go to any particular application or any particular location or any particular file. They can edit it directly. So now I might mark this report. I'll just go and change this back. So I'll now delete this. You can easily also edit this, and you can easily delete things and add things. But ultimately I'm going to mark this report as completed, and I'll close. And so here's my one report here. And so you can create a variety of reports, and people can then choose which report they want to view. Join me for the next video.